bringing the Eibishter down into the world and making him real. That's Yiddishkeit. Not getting to heaven. So all the emphasis on Gan Eden, Gehenna, that's commentary. That's not it. It is Ani Nevresi L'Shamash Eskaini. I'm here to serve him. Which is the other thing. What does it mean, Ivdu es Hashem b'simcha?
Serve Hashem with happiness?
Serve him. Serve him. Serve him what? The assumption is he needs nothing, he cares about nothing, he enjoys nothing, he doesn't get angry about anything. Serve him. Sure, you serve him. What can you serve him? It's an empty phrase. You mean obey him. Okay, that's a different story. Obedience is not the same as serving. A mitzvah means you're connecting to him, not just obeying him. Obedience is very distancing. Who do you obey? Someone you can't get close to. Right. The principal, the king, the dictator. That's not closeness. Mitzvah means closeness. You can't get close to him if he doesn't need you. So Ivdu es Hashem, is that not the whole Yiddishkeit? The whole thing is Avodas Hashem, but we don't know what that means. So it's so frustrating. You say these beautiful things, and I ask you what it means. Kabayahu.
You can't leave us hanging. What does it mean?
No, that's what we're saying. When the Eibishter has an agenda, a purpose for his creation, it's much more real than any purpose we have. So yes, you can serve him. He wants you to bring him down to earth so that Bayem hahu yeh Hashem echad u'shmo echad, and everybody will know him and everybody will serve him. That's what he wants. Does he really want it? Yes, he really wants it. What, is he going to die without it? No. If he would die, then he wouldn't want it anymore. He'll always want it. So don't compare a human want or a human need, which only lasts a few years and changes every couple of years. Don't compare that to his real need. So you talk to even a 10-year-old kid. God created the world, yeah. He created the world with a purpose? Oh, of course. Does he need that purpose? No. So what? Say that again. He created the world for a purpose, but he doesn't need the purpose. Is this a joke?
So why is it? Why is it the yeshiva systems teach us that end line of no, Hashem doesn't need it. He doesn't need any of this.
Because it says that. Right?
Oh.
Doesn't it say over and over everywhere what it means? He doesn't need creation. He needs mountains. He needs lakes and rivers. He needs grass and stars. He doesn't need any of that. He needs our avodah. In order to have that, he creates a mountain, he creates stars, whatever it takes. So when you say he doesn't need us, you mean he doesn't need the human contributions, but mitzvahs? He doesn't need us to be his people? Of course he does.
But then I know we say this maybe on Kippur or something, but if we weren't here, then would Hashem be less in a certain way? I feel like what I'm saying is weird.
No, it's a very good question. Can he be less? No. Because he's perfect in everything. He can't get older, can't get stronger.
So then by him needing us, then if we're not there, then it would imply that he's not perfect. No.
So let me give you a romantic mushal.
Sure.
A guy is a perfect guy. Can take care of himself. He can even fry an egg by himself. He can do laundry by himself. Why does he get married? And by the way, that's who should get married. A guy who needs somebody to do laundry should not get married.
Right. Right.
Much cheaper to just pay somebody to do your laundry.
Why does someone get married? Because they want to grow. They want to share their life with someone else.
So they have a perfect life and they want to share it. So the desire to share is not about becoming more perfect. You're as perfect as you're going to get. And that's what you want to share. So if you're not sharing it, are you missing something?
No. That's a really good.
But you're missing someone.
Tweet bombs.
I could see why these women, like, they went to your course for 3 hours and they're like, okay, I want more. Give me more. Like, I don't want to go sightseeing.
But
now.
once we're there, I think that's a big focus of yours, an area of focus, marriage in general. It's probably, besides for, in addition to one of the most important relationships we have is us and Hashem, our spouses. Divorce rate is up the wazoo nowadays.
I think
How
they
does
go
someone
to-
have a successful marriage?
I think they go together. The way you relate to Hashem is the way you relate to marriage. Same rules, the same realities. It's like, for example, Ivdu es Hashem, not something about him, just him. Right? You can't say, I like Hashem's ahava. He's very kind. That's what I like about him. The rest, not so much. Then you don't have an Eibishter. You have a fixation. Same is true with marriage. You get married for love, which means all I want is my wife's love. The rest of her, no. I didn't marry your opinion. I didn't marry your moods. I didn't marry your personality. Just the love. It's Avodah Zarah. Avodah Zarah means you take one aspect of the Eibishter and say, that's the part I'm worshiping. But not really him. Just this part of him. That's Avodah Zarah. So I love something about my wife. Her, but this one thing I like a lot. So the way one relationship goes, so goes the other. If you're serving Hashem in order to get to Gan Eden, that's like marrying your wife because she's rich. Same thing.
Right.
A lot of people's who are listening probably just got really like, oh man, this is
No, it's true,
It's
and
powerful.
and we all know those people that marry someone because they're rich, and it comes with so many other things that they didn't see, and we all know like they're miserable. So it's understandable that people serving Hashem just to get the reward. What life is that?
So let me show you how similar they are. What's the fallout? If I marry somebody because I want her looks, I want her yichus, I want her family, I want her money, what's the tragedy? The tragedy is she feels completely alone in the world. Her marriage is good. She has no complaints. But she's alone in the world. She's not connected. She left her family of birth, and she's not really connected to her husband. She enjoys him.
because he's connected to the thing.
Yeah, because he never connected to her.
So how do you connect to her?
So what's missing is Achdus. If you serve Hashem in order to get to Gan Eden, what's missing? It's not Hashem Echad.
It's
It's not Hashem Echad.
also not Ivdu es Hashem b'simcha.
Yeah, and that's another thing. If Ivdu es Hashem, then you will have Simcha. It's not a demand. It's a promise. If you're really into him, you will have
And
simcha.
what's the bait? Like it's bisimcha. It's not Ivdu Hashem simcha. Where's the bays come in?
You'll be besimcha.
Oh, got it.
But if you're trying to get something from him, you'll never be besimcha. Okay, I got this, but I didn't get that.
But this is what you're saying. You said with Hashem, then it goes to a spouse.
Yes.
But this is every relationship. This is fundamental.
If you have a relationship where you're trying to get something out of it,
any relationship, it's just
Yeah, but for a friendship, that's okay.
Mm.
We mutually benefit from each other. That doesn't have to be.
no. But wouldn't the ultimate be to have every relationship like this, or that's not sustainable?
Ooh,
No.
what's that face? Like, why?
that's like having 12 wives. I don't know. I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Should be reserved. You're saying you shouldn't be.
I don't know if you have the capacity for that much.
Right.
For that
Right,
much
okay.
meaning, like overdosed on meaning. But you see, mamish, they're the same thing.